Years after mocking his decision to marry a black woman with 4 children, they regretted their actions. David had always been an easygoing guy. He had a great sense of humor and was always the life of the party. So when he announced that he was getting married to a black woman with 4 children, his friends thought it was a joke. They laughed and made fun of him, telling him that he was making a big mistake. They said that he was crazy for taking on such a huge responsibility and that he would regret it. But David didn't listen to them. He was in love with his fiancée and was determined to make their relationship work. David's fiancée, Samantha, was a strong and independent woman. She had been through a lot in her life, including a difficult divorce and raising 4 children on her own. But she never gave up on love, and when she met David, she knew that he was the one for her. David and Samantha got married in a small ceremony, surrounded by their close friends and family. It was a beautiful day, and they were both so happy to finally be together. But after the wedding, David's friends started to distance themselves from him. They didn't approve of his marriage and thought that he was making a big mistake. They stopped inviting him to parties and gatherings, and some even stopped talking to him altogether. David was hurt by his friends' reactions, but he didn't let it get to him. He was too busy building a life with Samantha and her children. They were happy together, and that was all that mattered. Over the years, David's friends started to realize their mistake. They saw how happy he was with Samantha and how much he loved her and her children. They saw the way he had embraced their family and had become a father figure to the kids. They started to reach out to David, apologizing for their behavior and asking for forgiveness. David was a forgiving person, and he accepted their apologies. But he also made it clear that he was happy with his life and that he didn't need their approval. David's friends started to see the error of their ways. They realized that they had been wrong to judge him based on his choice of partner. They saw that love knows no boundaries and that family comes in all shapes and sizes. David and Samantha's marriage had its challenges, but they worked through them together. They had a strong bond, and nothing could break it. They were a team, and they faced everything together. As the years went by, David's friends saw the love and respect that he had for his wife and her children. They saw how much he had grown as a person and how much he had learned from his experiences. They realized that they had been narrow-minded and judgmental, and they repented. They apologized to David and Samantha and asked for their forgiveness. David and Samantha forgave them and welcomed them back into their lives. They showed them that it was possible to love and accept people from different backgrounds, and that there was no room for hate or prejudice. David's friends learned a valuable lesson from their mistakes. They learned that love is love, and it knows no boundaries. They learned that family comes in all shapes and sizes, and that what matters most is the love and respect that we have for each other. And this is another similar story that shakes the heart. Once upon a time, there was a man named Alex who lived in a small town. He was a successful businessman and had everything he wanted in life, except for one thing: love. Alex had been in a few relationships before, but none of them had worked out. One day, Alex met a beautiful black woman named Rachel. They fell in love quickly and got married after a few months of dating. Rachel already had 2 children, a boy and a girl, from her previous relationship. Alex didn't mind and welcomed the children with open arms. At first, Alex's friends and family were skeptical about his decision to marry a black woman with children. They didn't think it was a good idea, and some even tried to talk him out of it. But Alex was determined to marry Rachel and be a father to her children. As time passed, Alex and Rachel's relationship grew stronger, and they became a happy family. Alex loved Rachel's children as if they were his own and treated them with kindness and respect. He was a good provider and took care of the family's needs. But even though Alex was happy, he couldn't help but notice the judgmental looks and comments from some of his friends and family members. They would make snide remarks about Rachel and her children, and it hurt Alex deeply. One day, Alex decided to confront his friends and family about their behavior. He told them that he loved Rachel and her children, and that their race didn't matter. He also told them that their comments and judgmental behavior were hurtful and unnecessary. To his surprise, some of his friends and family members listened to him and apologized for their behavior. They realized that they had been wrong, and that love knows no color. In the end, Alex and Rachel's love triumphed over all the obstacles they faced. They proved that love knows no boundaries, and that a family is defined by love and commitment, not by race or blood. The moral of the story is that love knows no color, and we should never judge someone based on their race. We should learn to embrace diversity and love without limits. And when we find true love, we should hold onto it and cherish it, no matter what others may think or say. Love is a beautiful thing, and it can bring us happiness and fulfillment beyond our wildest dreams. The moral of this story is that love knows no color, and that we should never judge someone based on their race. The story shows how a man named Alex falls in love with a beautiful black woman named Rachel who already has 2 children. Despite the skepticism and judgmental behavior of some of his friends and family members, Alex chooses to marry Rachel and becomes a loving father to her children. Through their love and commitment to each other, Alex and Rachel show that a family is defined by love and not by race or blood. The story highlights the importance of embracing diversity and loving without limits. It teaches us that when we find true love, we should hold onto it and cherish it, no matter what others may think or say. We should learn to look beyond the superficial differences of race, religion, and culture and focus on the qualities that make a person who they are. Ultimately, the story encourages us to follow our hearts and pursue love and happiness, regardless of the obstacles we may face. It reminds us that love is a powerful force that can conquer all, and that it is a beautiful thing that can bring us joy and fulfillment beyond measure.
Be sure to write your opinion in the comments. And that's all for today. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And please watch our other videos as well. We'll see you soon.